I'm on a hunt to find these dollar store gray bins. They're small, they're little like locker style bins, but I can't find them in gray. I've only found them in like hot pinks and oranges and reds, and I just don't like color. So I'm gonna go and search a few dollar stores today while my boys are in school and see if I can find any, and then if so, I'm gonna redo our pantry and if I can find them.
So my first thought was to look here where all the Tupperware and plastic containers were, but I did not see the locker bins that I was looking for. I did, however, find these purple bins. I was thinking about doing these for chips and cereal, but I just couldn't commit to the purple. So I found some bins, but they weren't the right color or really even the right style.
So I just got to Dollar Tree number 2. Dollar Tree number 1 did not have the baskets. I'm gonna go into Dollar Tree number 2 and see if they have the baskets finally. Let's see.
So as you can see, they did have the locker style bins here, but only in maroon and orange. But then I found a whole wall of just every single color they offered, basically. I did end up finding clear containers with just your basic gray lids, and they came in multiple sizes, so I got a few of each size. Last but not least, I needed a couple of these cutting boards.
Okay, so I just got back from Dollar Tree. My phone ended up dying while I was there. But anyway, so I got a few bins at the Dollar Tree. They didn't have gray, but they did have white. So I ended up getting those. I just didn't want anything that was like ugly and bright and almost like obnoxious looking. I wanted to make sure it was neutral and just it would work. I'm gonna have to go through and show you guys the before and the after. But I just have to say, it is really crazy. I never understood how ridiculous it would be for me to go into a store and try to videotape. Like, I felt so awkward. Like, I didn't want to talk. Like, I don't mind making the video, but I didn't want to like talk while I was videoing because there's just people walking around. There's a lot of people stocking shelves. But I mean, I guess I'm just happy that it only took 2 Dollar Trees instead of going to like 15 of them, because that was what I was planning on doing. I was planning on going to as many of them as I could until I found them. But from here, I'm going to take everything I got inside, and then I'm going to head and pick up my kids from school, because they get out of school in the next like 20 minutes, so I have to get over there quickly. And then I'll come home, I'll start emptying out the cabinet, and I'll show you guys all the bins that I got. That way you can see everything. I'll tell you where I got each of them.
Okay, so these are the bins that I got. The gray one is from the dollar store. I do have 2 other ones, but I think I might be okay without them, but if I need them, I can take them out. The 2 blue ones are from Walmart. They were pretty cheap. They're about $4 each. These red bins are from Hobby Lobby. Although I absolutely hate the bright color of them, they were like $1.60 each, so I figured I could put the boys' snacks in there for school and it'll work out great. I got these bins. They're different sizes. These ones are a little bit smaller than the bigger ones, but I think that they'll both work with different types of snacks that we have. But those are from the dollar store. And then I found the white bins that I had wanted. I got 7 of them, I believe. I think that for now, this might be good to start the organization process. So bear with me while I clean everything up. Off real quick, just since I'd be putting stuff over here, and I'm only using vinegar and water and essential oils. So I kind of didn't know where to start, so I pretty much just started grabbing everything and bringing it over to the counter.
stuff than I thought there was in there. I think once I go through everything and kind of categorize it of where it needs to be and what section it would be and what can go in what, I think that it will go in here really nicely. So I decided to paint. I'm just going to do a quick coat on everything in here just so it looks a little bit brighter and nicer. Right now it's kind of really dirty, dingy, you know. So I just finished painting the pantry. I did 4 different shelf areas behind it, but I did not do the top because I'm very short. So from here, I guess it's kind of late. I didn't thought it was gonna take that long. So I have to make dinner, but for now, here's what it looks like painted. And just an FYI, I am in no means a painter. I found a can of paint in the garage that was just pure white, which the walls are actually like off-white, but I just painted over it. It's our pantry. I don't really care about it as much. I just figured it would look nicer without all the scratches on it. So, I mean, there's definitely some spots that are still showing through that are just not really painted that well, and I used a paintbrush. We didn't have any more rollers. So, I mean, it is what it is. I thought it would look a lot worse than it did painted, and it actually looks pretty good. I mean, it covered majority of the spots, hoping that at least the paint doesn't chip off or it doesn't, you know, get too messed up from this, but I mean, I'm just happy it's over with, honestly.
Now to sort. So this is the only one I'm actually unboxing everything and putting anything that's already bagged into this. That way whenever I go to make them lunch in the morning, it's so much easier just to grab whatever. I don't have to pack it in the morning. It's just already ready to go. So I decided to use these cutting boards for something else. I actually just read online after purchasing them that if you put them down on your shelves, that it will help any like boxes or containers slide in and out without getting caught on the metal racks. So these are the containers that I bought at the Dollar Tree. They're the clear ones with the gray lids, and I figured that I would just put some of the snacks in there now just to see how everything fit, and that way stuff can stop going bad as quickly. I decided to add a few more of those cutting boards up here so that everything else up here can slide in and out as well. The main reason I actually bought these clear containers were for the chips. My kids end up, getting into this habit of taking the chips down and never re-rolling them and just putting them back up on the shelf, and then they just go stale.
So I just finished up the closet now. I painted it, I reorganized it all, I trashed a bunch of stuff, I took stuff out of boxes and put them back in containers. That way I could save a lot of space. Before it was just all thrown in there and it really just looked terrible. So I think now that they're in bins, I think that it'll just make everything run a little bit more smoothly. I know before it was just everything was kind of everywhere and it just wasn't working. I would put stuff back places, Jane would put stuff back places, the boys would just throw stuff on the shelf. I'm a little bit more OCD with things. I like things in an order, I like things to go where they're at, I like them to look nice. And that's just what I wanted to do. I'll show you what it looks like.
So we have all of our water in the back corner. There's the boys' Play-Doh bin, just so it's easy accessible and they don't have to dump it on themselves. You can go up and there's drinks. We have water and juice and soda, and then more of like the storage stuff like lunch boxes. Their lunch stuff is going to be in this red bin, and then their lunches for daily. I also did a s'mores bin because we have a bonfire outside and the boys like to come in here, so I wanted to make sure it was accessible to them, low enough. And then if you go up one, we have breakfast, so they have their cereals. I have some syrup, some peanut butter, and then this whole bin has like oatmeal and Pop-Tarts and extra cereal in it. And then on the other side, you get into the crackers and then the dinner stuff. So I have like hamburger helper meals, the Betty Crocker stuff. This white bin is gonna be for like mac and cheeses because we eat that a lot. And this will be more for like noodles and rices. Next shelf is like paper products and anything like that. Soaps I'll put up there when we have extras, paper towels and napkins and plates. And then we have some more snack-wise stuff, more like cookies and stuff that I don't want the boys to be able to get to as easily, so I put it up higher. And then there's chips and pretzels and such. We have a few of the same type of things, and I tried to put them in containers, that way the ones that were open don't go bad. And on the next shelf up, I have our extras. So this is like hot sauce and ranch and dressing and ketchup because we run out of all of this stuff so often. And then these bins I kind of have up there for like a catch-all because a lot of stuff does get thrown in here and I just rather it be in a bin than it just be up on the shelf. So the black bin, that's also a catch-all thing. And then the blue ones, they're gonna be for your baking. So I have like a cookie press in there and some stampers and then little cutouts. And then the other bin that's closest to the wall, that one is for stuff like teas and mixes and lemonades and all of that.